What up, sports fans? I'm Paulo Camacho, and this is the Macho Sports Report, where I talk to you about the sports stories that matter to me, hopefully matter to you. I've just been sitting here comparing the Baylor Bears and the TCU Horned Frogs, considered 1A and 1B in the Big 12, and currently ranked number 2 and number 4 in the AP poll respectively. I'm having a real hard time making a case for my alma mater as being the better team. After all, while both teams rank in the top 3 in the country in just about every major statistical offensive category, Baylor is always a step ahead of TCU. The Bears have the top offensive attack in the country with 719.7 yards and 63.8 points per game through 6 games. Meanwhile, the Frogs are third in offensive yards with 616.3 and second in points per game with 50.1 through 7 games. Then you look at each team's top scoring duos. Baylor QB Seth Russell stepped in seamlessly for last year's incumbent Bryce Petty. He leads the country in yards per pass attempt with 11.7 and passing touchdowns with 27. Meanwhile, TCU quarterback Trevon Boykin has continued to impress with 25 passing touchdowns and 10.2 yards per pass attempt, both good enough for second in the country. He's building a Heisman case every week the way he's playing. Their best targets are also eye-popping in terms of stats. But sorry, Frog fans, the Bears wideout looks a little better. Baylor wide receiver Corey Coleman may only have 877 receiving yards in 6 games on 41 receptions, but he's averaging more than 2 touchdown catches per game with a total of 16. Think about that. Almost 40% of Coleman's catches have been for scores. Meanwhile, Boykin's favorite target, Josh Doctson, is third in the country in receptions with 60 and leads the country with 1,077 receiving yards through 7 games this season, to go along with 12 receiving TDs. Better all-around resume? Perhaps, but dynamic scoring plays can trump that. Then there's the fact that Baylor has been winning all their games by a wide margin, defeating their opponents by an average of 39 points per game. Meanwhile, TCU has failed to win games by more than 7 points 3 times this season, almost losing to the likes of Texas Tech and Minnesota. In the eye test nature of college football, Baylor looks objectively better. But wait a second. Can we take a look at who Baylor's beaten so far? Okay, alright, we got a 1-5 SMU team, a university called Lamar from the Southland Conference, and a winless Kansas team. Well, alright. They beat Texas Tech by 28, while TCU only beat them by 3. But at least the Bears can say they've had a fully functioning defense all season, while the Horned Frogs have had injuries to their major players on defense. I don't know. I feel like this is a toss-up, but that could be my purple-colored glasses talking. So, what do you think? Who has proven themselves as the truly better team so far this college football season? Leave your responses in the comments section below. I'm Paulo Camacho, and this has been the Macho Sports Report. Peace out, sports fans!